So a really wise man once told me that a good golf swing is made up of simply a left arm doing a frisbee throw and a right arm doing a rock skip. So in this video, we're going to cover the second one, the right arm rock skip, how to incorporate it into your golf swing, and the three main benefits that it's going to give you. So, hey, keep watching. Hey, this is Steve from HitItLonger.com. As you know, I'm on a mission to hit the ball longer and straighter from tee all the way to the green. And this means leaving no stone unturned, including the study of different actions during a golf swing. So, of course, the wise man I mentioned in the intro is my mentor, Mike Austin, who once hit a golf ball 515 yards in the 1974 National Senior Open. Now, Mike was using a persimmon-headed club with a steel shaft and was around 60 years old at the time, so it's really an amazing accomplishment. Up here in the corner, you're watching a slow-mo treatment of Mike's swing from about 1960 or so at Annandale Country Club in the LA area. This is showing us really exactly what we're after when we're trying to incorporate the right arm rock skip into our swing. And so let's talk about it and all the benefits it's going to give us. Okay, so first let's take a look at this slow-mo move. I'm going to actually go through with the movement, but I'm going to stop right where I feel like I'm about to snap the wrist and elbow through, flap the wrist, and release the ball. It would look something like this. Something like that. So I'm going to release it from here. There's only, one axis you can really release a stone in order to get it to skip along a pond. You couldn't do it this way, and you couldn't do it this way. You'll never get the rock to skip. It really needs to be released from down here, darn near knee level or below, so you can really get a horizontal flight on that. And to really put some velocity on it, you're really going to get this elbow tucked in, but trailing the body so that you can really snap it through. So what are the main benefits of incorporating this action into your swing? And it's absolutely worthwhile because it's going to strengthen your swing as well as make it more accurate. So one benefit for sure is how it'll encourage you to keep your butt back. I talk about this on my channel a lot, to not early extend or stand up. You see, if you stood up, this arm would have no slot, no position to skip a rock successfully. So you can see the only way I do that is stick the rump back, keep my hip flexion, and maybe even increase it. And that drops me into this position here where I can release it from the right spot. So maintenance of posture is a really big one. It's an error that most golfers make, throws the arm and the wrist out of position. A second really large benefit that just feeling a rock skip right arm gives you is the sense of clearing the hips and chest. So you're not going to just skip a rock this way without any turn of the chest. You see, I wouldn't be able to get anything on it. I wouldn't be able to make it skip more than once or twice without speeding up my arm by rotating my body. So I'll do that again slow-mo, and you'll see how my body, my hips and my chest have to rotate, so much so that my back is actually pointing at the camera. But what this is doing is it's clearing my entire right arm out in front of my body, so it can get a free run at the target, really get some acceleration with that elbow and wrist when the arm is almost like it's got a clear runway to accelerate down. Now, a third great benefit that you're going to get out of the feeling or the mental imagery of the action of skipping a rock with your right arm as part of your swing is going to be the way that the humerus bone works in and out like this. So if you've been following Matthew Wolf's career so far, he's got a unique swing, But it's not unique to athletics at all. In fact, the way he goes up this way and he takes the club way across the line, and then he rotates it and he drops it really, really shallow into the slot as he comes down, is quite similar to the way a rock skip or a, let's say, a baseball submarine throw will be made. As I prepare for the throw, this segment is going to turn internally, almost getting my elbow to come up. That would, if I raise the arm, you would see how that would put my club way across the line. So let's put an iron in my hand, and I'll wind it up, and just like that. So that's kind of very similar to the position that Matthew gets in at the top of the swing. We'll go back to the ball again. We're here, and as the chest and hip clears, this rotates as much as you can get it to go. And now it's externally rotated this way, and that really puts the forearm releasing or straightening on that same axis as you're trying to throw the ball. So as you're straightening this elbow, you're straightening it along the throw line, thus giving you a much more efficient angle of pull to speed up the ball for the rock throw. So it'd be the same thing with the golf swing. So let me show you one more time the rock skip, and then we're going to look at it in slow-mo. Then we're going to see how we can use a golf club and start to incorporate it into the swing. So here we go. Hey, all right, I threw that ball pretty much straight at the tree. So if I was playing shortstop or third base and I'd picked up a bunt, I would have made the out straight over to first. All right, let's take some simple, slow right arm swings and see how we're gonna feel this, start incorporating it into our swings, just like you would draw back for a submarine throw or a rock skip action. You would end up something like this. And you would definitely feel like the wrist was a little extra wound up and the club was just a little bit across the line. Now, first thing that's going to happen is I am not going to allow my arm to catch up to my belly button. If I face this way, you see my arm is directly on the side of my body. And in a good throw, the arm never comes back across to the center of the chest again. It stays back on the side of the body. We actually strike the golf ball on the side of our body if we're doing it powerfully. So here's the arm on the side of the body, wrist wound up. Now I'm just going to drop into that place where I showed you with the golf ball where I was just about to let it go. Got to stick the butt out, clear the chest, roll the arm in, and that puts me right here. Now from here, I feel like I can just whip the club through as fast as I want, and I can hit the ball straight every time. Let's look at that one more time. We'll do it in slow-mo. So that's actually a really great drill to do in 3 pieces like I've just shown you, just to get a feel of what the right arm's going to do. Let's show it from the face on now. So watch as I get the arm to what I call the 90-90-90 position here, with the arm on the side of my body. Wrist is wound up. Now the rump's going to go back so I can drop down to my shin level with the hand. The chest is going to clear out of the way, and the humerus bone is externally rotating. Now notice the arm is still the same amount of space off of my side. Notice the space. Notice the space. My right arm is not trying to catch up. It is trying to fall behind, almost like this muscle here is stretching. Now I can throw it through and I can hit the ball long and straight. Let's take a look at that same idea. See if I could actually hit a golf ball with it. That would be your next step, is first feel it in 3 parts, then feel it in 1 part, and then add a very soft swing to a ball. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so that's the progression. Now I'm ready to feel what this feels like to do with both arms. And I'll give it a good swing with a 9-iron. Trying to do the same action. So my left arm is going to go on real soft, and I'm going to feel like I'm really controlling the action with the right arm rock skip this time. Okay, so you can see in the slow-mo how the left arm, its length of the left arm actually narrows up the roll of the right arm compared to the one-arm rock skip action. See, if I'm up here and up here, you know, my left arm just doesn't reach that far to get there. So somewhat it gets narrowed up, but it's a great feeling nonetheless to get that wider feeling as you come down, and really makes the left arm start to conform into the figure 7 on the way down that we've talked about in other videos. All right, let me do one more. This will be a kind of a slower swing than my normal swing. My left arm is going to go on real lightly, and I'm really going to feel like I'm trying to duplicate the rock skipping motion that I've just been making. Boy, I tell you, once the right arm gets into that slot position, you can really feel the whipping power. You can see why Matthew Wolf can hit it so far with such a short backswing. There really is this rock skipping kind of whipping action like Hogan described in his book about having 3 right hands. Not only does it feel so powerful, but it also feels like you can pretty much do anything you want with the club face on the way through and hit whatever kind of shot you want. Go through the drill progression I've given to you during this video, and I think you're going to feel a little more power and control in your swing. Hey, as always, thanks to Golf Development Complex in Moorpark, California for hosting us. I'm Steve. Thanks so much for watching, and as usual, I'll either see you in the next video or I'll see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Good care.